I'm 70 years old and still hustling, and no, that's not something I say to sound cool. It's real life. People think when you hit a certain age, you're supposed to slow down, fade into the background, let the world pass you by. That ain't me. I wake up every day with a goal, with purpose, with a fire in my chest. Because truth is, just because you hit 70 doesn't mean the hustle stops. It means you hustle smarter. Let me take you back. I wasn't born with a silver spoon. I wasn't taught money in school. Hell, nobody sat me down and showed me how to save, invest, or build anything. I had to figure it out the hard way. Paycheck to paycheck, scraping, surviving, stretching every dollar. But that taught me something. I never wanted to be dependent on anybody. Not the government, not my kids, not a job that could cut me loose the moment I got too old. So now here I am, 70, still getting to it. And in 2025, the hustle has evolved. I got 7 income streams, some big, some small, but they add up. And more importantly, they don't take all my time. I don't believe in trading hours for dollars forever. My body can't take that kind of grind no more, so now I focus on smart money. Let me break it down. Stream 1, Social Security. Yeah, I get it, like most folks my age, but let me be clear, I don't rely on it. That check comes in and it's already assigned. That covers utilities, basic bills, maybe groceries. It's peace of mind money, not get-rich money. If you're 70 and only living off Social Security, you know the struggle. It's tight. They don't talk about how fast inflation eats that up. What used to be enough in 2005 is crumbs now. You can't sit around hoping that check gets bigger. You've got to get creative. So, Stream 2, I flip thrift store finds. Yeah, I'm that guy in the Goodwill with a barcode scanner on my phone. I dig through bins, I check labels, I look for hidden gems, old radios, vintage t-shirts, books, toys from the 80s, anything that sparks nostalgia. You'd be shocked how much people will pay for stuff you can find for $3. I once bought a jacket for $7 and sold it on eBay for $180. No joke. I hit estate sales early on Saturdays, bring cash. People just want the stuff gone. You walk out with bags for $20 and flip them online for $200 easy. That brings me to Stream 3 Facebook Marketplace. Listen, if you've got a truck or a strong back, or you know someone who does, this is free money waiting to be grabbed. People give away things every day, couches, dressers, shelves, appliances. I look for free listings. Pick 'em up, clean 'em up, post good pictures, write a decent description, price it just under what everyone else is selling it for. Boom, gone. I've made $600 in a weekend doing nothing but flipping free stuff. Here's the beauty. I don't need inventory. I don't need a storefront. I don't even need to leave my city. It's all within reach. It's about paying attention and putting in just a little effort. Now let's talk about something smoother. Passive income. Stream 4 is dividend stocks. Look, I'm not some Wall Street guy. I'm just an old man who learned that money sitting in a savings account isn't working. So I shifted. I opened a brokerage account, picked up a few ETFs that pay dividends every 3 months. High yield stuff, not too risky but steady. I'm not chasing big wins, I'm chasing cash flow. Every quarter, money drops in my account. Some people spend it. I reinvest most of it. That way it grows. My portfolio's not massive, maybe $25,000 in there total, but it throws me a few $100 every few months. That's groceries, gas, a bill or two. If you're watching this and thinking I can't invest, I don't have thousands to start. Listen, you can start with $10. Consistency matters more than the amount. That's what I've learned.
And action.
Now, here's where it gets fun. Stream 5 content. Yeah, I said it. This old man got on YouTube, TikTok and Facebook Reels. I started posting videos. Not dancing or acting a fool, just talking, sharing stories, dropping little nuggets of wisdom, saying things I wish someone had told me years ago. I thought nobody would watch. Turns out folks love hearing from someone real. Someone who's lived a little. Once my content started getting views, monetization kicked in, a couple of $100 a month at first. Now I've got videos paying me while I sleep. You don't have to be fancy, you just have to be honest. You can record videos on your phone. You don't need a studio. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. And let me tell you, people are hungry for real voices, tired of fake gurus, tired of the flashy nonsense. If you've lived it, speak on it. There's value in that. It's weird how people will listen to a 22-year-old kid talk about money. But when a 70-year-old starts dropping real-life gems, that hits different. I've had folks tell me my videos made them feel seen. That's priceless. But we're not done yet. Let me show you how I got 2 more hustles that barely take effort and still bring in money like clockwork. Now let's talk hustle number 6. I call it the favor flip. It's old school. You help somebody out, they hit you back later. Simple as that. Let me explain. I know a guy who runs a moving company. Real small time. Couple trucks, just him and his nephew. Every now and then they get overwhelmed. He calls me, "OG, you free Saturday?" I pull up, help out for a few hours. Ain't hard labour. Just box carrying, door holding, watching the truck while they unload. He throws me $100, sometimes $150. I help maybe twice a month. That's an extra $300 right there. And because I showed up when he needed me, he started putting me on to other little side gigs. Hauling, handyman stuff, even sitting at empty rental properties during showings. Easy money. It's what I call community hustle. You stay good with people, keep your word, show up on time. The bread comes back around. And it's always under the table, always fast, always solid. Now hustle number 7, I rent out my tools. Yep, tools. See, over the years I stacked up a garage full of stuff. Lawn mowers, pressure washers, ladders, drills, leaf blowers, all that. But I ain't using them every day, so I started renting them out on the low. Folks in the neighbourhood hit me up. "Hey, you got a weed whacker?" I sure do. $25 for the day. Bring it back by 6. I ain't got to leave the house. Just hand them the gear, write their name down and let it work. Some months I make $400 to $500 just letting folks borrow what's been sitting around collecting dust. Don't sleep on what you already got. Your hustle might be in your garage. And if you ain't got tools, rent out your time. Help folks clean out garages, organise storage units, wash cars. You don't need a business license, just hustle and heart. Now here's the real game I wish somebody told me earlier. Everything you know has value. You might think your story don't matter, but it does. You might think nobody want to hear from a 70-year-old, but that's where you're wrong. This world full of folks looking for guidance, not lectures, just game, real-life talk. That's why I started telling my story online. At first it felt weird. I'm not a content creator. I'm not trying to go viral. I just wanted to leave something behind. Some wisdom, some truth. And now I get messages from young cats saying, "Yo, OG, I watched your video." That changed how I think about money. You tell me that don't feel better than a paycheck. But here's the thing. All of this, it started with nothing. I didn't have a business loan, I didn't go viral, I just started where I was. With what I had, I'm 70, still moving, still creating, still stacking. And don't get it twisted, I rest too. I'm not out here grinding 24/7 like I'm 25. I take my naps, I sip my coffee, I enjoy my peace. But I don't sit around waiting to die. Nah, every day is another shot to get a little better. Stack a little more, help somebody, learn something new. Because at the end of the day, this ain't just about money, it's about pride. It's about freedom. It's about showing the world that 70 ain't the end. It's just the second half. You ever notice how people talk about retirement like it's a finish line? Like you're supposed to cross it and just stop. Stop working. Stop dreaming. Stop learning. Man, let me tell you something. Retirement ain't the finish line. It's just a reset button. When I hit 65, people asked me if I was going to slow down. I said, slow down for what? I'm sharper now than I ever been. I got more patience. I see things clearer. My decisions are smarter. I don't rush. I don't chase. I attract what's meant for me and I move with purpose. So yeah, I still hustle. But it's a wise hustle. A focused hustle. At 70, I don't do busy work. I don't waste energy. If it don't bring me peace, purpose, or profit, I pass. And here's something nobody wants to talk about. A lot of older folks are broke because they were told to play it safe. Save money. Keep it in the bank. Don't take risks. But the truth is, playing it safe is what made a lot of people poor. That money sat in savings accounts for years doing nothing, no growth, no return. Meanwhile, inflation crept in like a thief. Groceries doubled, rent tripled, medicine went up, and now they're looking around wondering where all the value went. That's why I had to unlearn that mindset. Instead of hoarding money, I circulate it. I put it in places that bring it back. I invest in things that grow, not just stocks, relationships, community, knowledge, tools, content. That's why I don't just hustle for me. I pass it on. I show my grandkids how to resell stuff. I teach my neighbours how to list on eBay. I help my friend's nephew set up a simple dividend portfolio. Because if I've made it this far, I ain't keeping the game to myself. And look, I know some folks watching this might feel like it's too late, too tired, too broke, too far behind. But let me be real with you. It's not too late. It's never too late. You got a phone? You got time? You got experience? Then you got value. Don't let the world trick you into thinking your age is a weakness. At 70, you got stories, you got wisdom. You've seen things most people couldn't survive. That's your power. Use it. Turn that story into a blog. Turn that skill into a service. Turn that knowledge into a class, or a YouTube video, or a side hustle. I've seen 72-year-olds start businesses. I've seen 68-year-olds go viral for cooking on TikTok. I've seen 75-year-olds make $3,000 a month reselling used books on Amazon. This world is wide open if you're willing to show up. So, no, I'm not done. I'm not retired in the way they told me I should be. I'm not sitting in silence, letting the clock tick down. I'm still hustling, still moving, still building. Not for clout, not for fame, not for flex, for freedom, for legacy, for the younger me who didn't know this was possible. And if you're still breathing, still standing, still curious about how to make it work, then you're right on time. Your story ain't over. Your hustle ain't done. You're just getting started. Sometimes I sit back and think about the younger me, the man I was at 20, at 35, at 50. All the times I thought I'd never make it, all the times the bills stacked higher than the hope, all the moments I thought it was too late to change anything. But somehow I kept going, not because I had it all figured out, not because I had money or connections, but because deep down I knew one thing. As long as I was breathing, I had a chance. And if you're watching this right now, so do you. I don't care if you're 70, 75, 80, you still got a shot. You still got value. You still got time. Let the world chase trends. Let the young folks run around chasing likes. Me, I'm chasing purpose, peace, power. That's why I built my hustles with intention. Things I enjoy, things I believe in, things I can pass on. A lot of people hustle just to survive, but now I hustle to live. I wake up early, drink my coffee, take my walk, check my listings, respond to messages, ship out packages. I check my dividend payout email. I look at my next video idea. I text my people. I move with peace. That's the goal. Hustle that brings peace. Not burnout, not stress, not chaos, just consistent, steady wins. And don't get me wrong, I still hit roadblocks. Packages get lost, views drop, my back hurts sometimes. Life don't stop just 'cause I'm older, but neither do I. And I want you to understand something important. You don't need $1 million to feel rich. You just need control. Control over your time, control over your peace, control over your money. When you can wake up and decide how you want to move, that's wealth. When you can help your grandbaby buy school supplies without blinking, that's wealth. When you know your bills are paid, your mind is calm and your next move is already in motion, that's wealth. So if you're 70 and wondering if it's too late to hustle, let this be your sign. It's not too late. You don't need to build an empire, just build a system. One stream of income, then two, then three, stack slowly. Move smart. You're not trying to impress anybody, you're just trying to live good, eat good, sleep good and pass the game on. That's what I'm doing. This ain't about being famous, this ain't about going viral, this is about showing up every day, doing something. Anything, selling old books, sharing knowledge, fixing bikes, flipping couches, renting tools. Whatever it is you can do it. Make your money while you make a difference. Because the world may try to count us out after 60, but me? I'm just getting warmed up at 70, still hustling, still growing, still stacking, still shining. This is 70 in 2025, and I ain't slowing down anytime soon. Now go get yours.